Hello and welcome to today's 5 at 5. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. So grateful to be with you all. We had a wonderful weekend as we celebrated the 50th pastoral anniversary of Reverend Dr. Curtis H. Brown Jr. and First Lady Brown. What a privilege we have as New Light family to have a pastor after God's own heart. 50 years of service to the New Light Missionary Baptist Church family. We honor our pastor and we just give God glory for blessing us with a pastor who loves his congregation, his sheep. We are excited about it. So we say congratulations. I was saying to my dad as we were talking, I said, Dad, I cannot believe that I was 2 years old when we came to New Light, and what a privilege it has been to be at New Light, and just the reward that God has even given me as a daughter to be blessed with family. I have grandparents and aunties and uncles and cousins and siblings and all of that. God has just extended my family and community, and I just love the New Light Missionary Baptist Church family. I cherish each and every one of you. Today, I want us to, we talked about Ruth, we've talked about Rahab. I want to take a few minutes to talk about Hannah. And just a couple of verses I want to lift up. Hannah's story is found in 1 Samuel chapter 1. And, we know the story of Hannah. She was barren, and it grieved her year after year. She wanted a child so desperately, but she was barren. And on top of her wanting this and being so hurt that she was unable to conceive, she had a rival. Can someone say a rival? And the Bible says in verse 6, it says, and her rival used to provoke her grievously to irritate her because the Lord had closed her womb. When I saw this, I had to just think, what does this remind me of? Who does this remind me of? And I had to say, the enemy, Satan. You may say, well, how are we like Hannah? Our wombs have been closed in many different ways. We have not been able to birth some of the things, the dreams, the visions, the desires, the wants, all of that. We've not been able to birth some of those things. We've been waiting year after year, year after year, year after year. And here comes the enemy to provoke, to taunt, to say, see, it still hasn't happened. See, it ain't never going to happen. Look at so-and-so. They already have what you want. They already have it. You don't. You're not going to get it. Just constantly taunting. And you find yourself, when, God, is it going to be my season? When, God, is it going to be my turn? And there's the enemy provoking, just tapping you, provoking you, saying, look at this person. This is when we get into that comparison trap and looking at what other people have and what other, and thinking that they must be better because they have something that it is that you want, or thinking something is wrong with you. That is what the enemy does. He is a liar. He is an accuser of the brethren. He is about stealing, killing, and destroying. And so we have to make sure we recognize what it is that's coming against us. We aren't wrestling against flesh and blood. It ain't people. We are wrestling with the enemy. And so I thought that this is how we relate. What is it that you have been wanting, that you've been waiting for, that you still don't have? What is it? And how has the enemy taunted you? And the Bible says in verse 10, she was deeply distressed and prayed to the Lord and wept bitterly. There are things that you've been wanting and waiting for, and you have found yourself weeping bitterly because it just doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen. And so this is how we are connected to Hannah. all of us, I don't care who you are, all of us, if we would be honest, are waiting on something. But I just want to encourage you that the enemy is a liar. And so he might taunt and taunt and taunt. But in God's time, your change, my change, will come. I pray that you will tune in to Thursdays, 5 at 5, because in that 5 at 5, I want to talk about, we're looking at how we're related to Hannah, but then we're going to look at Hannah's response. And so let's do that. Join me for the next 5 at 5. And I pray that you'll just read through 1 Samuel chapter 1 and let God minister to your heart, and share this with someone else. We're not just blessed to be blessed. We are blessed to be a blessing. I'll look forward to seeing you on the next 5 at 5. Be blessed.